We should probably get started though, because we got our work cut out for us. Today is our seasonal declutter day. I like to do this once a season, probably 4-ish times a year. Go through the house, different pockets that have just been neglected, things that I've looked past, and go through everything and see, do I like this? Do I want to keep this? Does this bring me joy? Is this stressing me out? I find doing this kind of at this cadence really helps me just feel at home and peace within my home. I'm gonna try to make this a one-day process. We might have to carry this into the next day. We'll see what it looks like. You never really know when you have a baby what the vibe is, but I'm feeling like today we can get a decent amount done. So I'll share my list of what I want to cover today. We're gonna start off in the kitchen. I really want to start with the pantry first and foremost. This is always the area that kind of gets cluttered. Our kitchen cabinets, where I keep all of our bowls, kind of some of our appliances, that kind of thing, is just getting out of hand. So I want to go through there. One of our closets is horrendous. This I might need to wait for an entire nap. I think we'll do this later on in the afternoon, but it is horrible, and it always gets horrible, and that alone is just gonna take a while. My son's room, I really wanna go through his clothes and box them up. I got some containers to put away things that he doesn't fit in. He's now mostly in size 12 to 18 months, which is just so crazy. He doesn't have a closet in his room, and that's one of the toughest things, but he has a little rack of clothes. TV console, I haven't done that in forever. I don't think we keep that much stuff in there. Next week, I'm hoping to do some fall gardening. I wanna refresh our flowers, everything, and just make it nice out there. We have a lot of junk out there. We have a lot of stuff that I need to go through. I'll probably do this later this evening. Here's what we're working with. It's not horrible compared to my last video that I did. It is really not bad, but for some reason down here, I don't even know what's going on. We're gonna see what we can do here. Most of this is just kind of old food and such that I need to get rid of, not necessarily organized. I'm still liking the bins that we got in my last video, my last decluttering video. Those were really great. Here is what we're working with. That was so simple, really. I didn't have too many things to get rid of. Have extra drinks, supplements, snacks we're kind of running low on. Extra coffee, I'm about to refill my little espresso jar here in a second. I've still been enjoying this little wheel kind of drink organizer that we did in my last decluttering video. Really like that piece. We can actually walk through the pantry, which is always nice. Next up, we're gonna go under here, which I am embarrassed by this because it is a disaster. For some reason, I have coffee grounds that I've spilled everywhere, and I don't even use everything in here. I do have this cute little wicker basket thing. I've been wanting to use this for so long, but I'm like, what do I use this for? I've been saving it, and I don't normally keep things I don't use, but I just know I'm gonna have an aha moment of this would be so cute for something. It could be a planter, but I like to water my plants directly in their planters. I don't know how I do it with that, but let's go through this. Let's organize. How cute this mini Dutch oven is. I need to bake a mini loaf of sourdough soon. Maybe a little pumpkin, that would be so cute. I had this in our apartment during my first trimester, and looking at it literally makes me nauseous. I'm not sure if you can even tell much of a difference here, but went through, got rid of things I don't really use, and I created a system here. So we have appliances on the top. I try to keep things near the front that I just use more frequently, like our blender, toaster, food processor, and then down here are bowls. I have a big always pan back there, measuring bowls, that kind of thing. So this just makes more sense too. And then tucked in the very back, I just have things I don't use as often, like our cake stand, I really only use for birthdays. But this is so much more organized and no coffee grounds. Feeling good with our progress so far. I can just make a little pick-me-up drink. This is my armor colostrum. I am still loving this, especially right now. I'm not quite ready for another coffee. I shouldn't have another coffee. I do still have a code with them. I will have Arma linked down below. You can use my code Michelle Reed and that will get you 15% off your order. And that's for first time customers. And I'm so thankful to be partnering with them on today's video because if you've never heard of Arma colostrum, it is incredible. It has so many just different vitamins, minerals for your body. Essentially, it is the first nutrition that you receive and it contains vital nutrients that our bodies need to thrive. This is made in a digestible form of over 400 functional nutrients like peptides, antibodies. It also helps strengthen your gut. I am always looking for ways to strengthen my gut because that just improves so many different things in your body, especially my skin too. That's a big difference I've noticed since taking Arma. I take it once a day and I use about 3 to 4 scoops per serving, but because it is a bioactive whole food, you can technically use however much you please, but I find that that's a good amount for me. And again, I'll have them linked down below. You can use my code Michelle Reed and that will get you 15% off your order. It is also just so tasty. Not overly sweet, but a good flavor. This is the peach flavor. I'm not sure if it's still in stock. They have lots of other yummy flavors on their website. I think Connor's about to wake up, so I'm gonna do a quick area and that is our TV console. Again, I'm not even sure how much is in here. I don't think there's a ton, but I figure we might as well. I didn't get a before of this, but I just organized this little area, which I love. We have all this beautiful china from Aiden's grandma. It is gorgeous. I have yet to ever use it. I need to have like a fun dinner party or something. I never really do anything like that. Just organized this. It was really cluttered, had just like random papers, but now it's nice and organized. I'm in Connor's room now that he's awake, and this is what I want to go through. So I have a bunch of these little like divider things. This is 6 to 9 months. Obviously, he doesn't fit in those clothes anymore. And then these up here I've just been piling because I need hangers and space. So we're gonna go through, put these in some plastic bins. And then in his dresser, I just have some clothes in here that are not organized at all. I'll probably go through these too because even some of these now, I went through these recently, but he already outgrew a lot of these as well. And then I also have just some like baby blankets and things down here. I really don't use these a ton anymore. And then I have his little hospital blankets, that kind of stuff that I've been waiting to get a cute box to store all of his just more sentimental pieces, but I haven't found one that I like. So I think you can store some of those. Yeah, honestly, quite a bit of things to go through that I'm gonna try to do quickly while he's awake. I know everyone says it, but for me, I did not use so many of my cuter clothes, especially for when he was younger. I think now I put him in just cuter little outfits, but when he was younger, I just really didn't bother too much. So I kind of wish I wouldn't have spent so much money on just like cute little outfits because he just kind of lived in sleepers, bodysuits, up until 6 months. I think I started putting him in cuter things then. I also just cannot fathom having another baby who's gonna wear these one day. I feel like right now I just started feeling so normal again and like myself again. So the thought of having another baby right now just has not been on my radar. But I know one day it will be so sweet when he or she, a lot of these clothes are pretty neutral. Oh my goodness, I forgot I had this. Oh my gosh. I forgot I got this sweater last year. 12 to 18 months. He'll definitely be able to wear this fall. How sweet. This is from Zara. So cute. I can't wait till he can wear that. I also have a lot of overalls that just look so long. This is one of my favorite jackets. He wore this when we went to Boston for the first time. And now we are going to hang all of these clothes. here's what we're working with now. These are all the hangers that I'm just gonna save, keep on there if we have anything else, but a good amount of stuff. So many cute little fall knits. Someone is about to undo all my progress that I just made. Hey, that's okay though. I'm also just gonna pack up any clothes that are pretty seasonal. Things like this little bubble romper that just will not really be using anymore. Our garage for now, but we'll probably end up taking these to the storage unit. On to the area that I have been dreading the most. That is the closet behind me. This has kind of turned into a catch-all. It has a lot of my craft supplies, wrapping paper, extra storage of random stuff. I and Eden honestly don't use half the stuff in here, and I'm at a place right now where I just want to get rid of it. If it's something that, you know, we haven't thought about in forever, that really is not adding any value, it's just adding clutter, I'm gonna be pretty ruthless and just get rid of it. I don't know if this will be in this video, but I would like to do some sort of organization for a lot of the craft stuff, especially as my son gets older. I know that's going to be a bigger part of his life, doing fun little crafts and such, and so I want to have a system for that. But for now, I think we'll just keep that stuff and then maybe do that in another day. We'll see. I honestly just don't even want to get too close. I would say that this area is probably what I use the most, but obviously we have not sorted this out in a while, and I cannot even step in it. This closet might take a little bit more time. I think Aiden's gonna take Connor for a walk when he's done with work, so I'll probably finish up then if this nap isn't long enough. We should probably get started though, because we got our work cut out for us. Found my first MacBook. How crazy is this? Back when they were these like chunky white ones. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's so dirty. I remember I bought this for $600 from one of the worship pastors at my church that we were going to growing up, and it was my first like big girl purchase. I think I bought this in early high school, maybe middle school, early high school. I can't even remember, but wow, so crazy. I think it was middle school when I bought this, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. I just had it. Those are the things that, I don't know, some things I'm pretty sentimental about and I like keeping. Some things I couldn't care less, but that's just something that I've never wanted to get rid of. This right here brings me back to a very dark time of my life, because this is a baby scale. I struggled a lot with breastfeeding early on with my son, and I literally obsessed about how much weight he was gaining that I bought a scale, even though you should really only do weighted feeds when you're working with a lactation consultant. And I remember Aiden told me, you probably shouldn't buy that, you probably shouldn't buy that. I bought it. I'm never going to do that again. I just found these hot air balloons. I remember I got these for Connor's room, but he just had so much going on in his room that I never thought to hang them. But I think I'm gonna save them, because one day I would love to use them in his room again, or future baby's room or something, because they're so pretty, and they took probably 3 months to get to me from Etsy. So these are definitely gonna stay. Essentially, I just emptied out the entire closet. I have a mountain of stuff that most of this is honestly to donate or get rid of, but I have a bunch of these little baskets, and this is what I'm going to sort the craft stuff in for now, but I need to go through them because there's also just like random stuff in here. Okay, here is our updated closet. So much better, and you can walk in it, which is amazing. Again, I would like to find some sort of situation, but I'm glad the wrapping paper is off the floor. We have some art stuff in here, some other home stuff, batteries. I also need to put our toolkit in here. That's on the counter because we're hanging something. Just different documents, pumping supplies for future baby. And then these ones up here have kind of stayed the same for the most part. And honestly, finding organizers that were all aesthetic and cute would be nice, but I also want to say it's okay to just use things that you have. Obviously, it would look cleaner if they were all matching, but that would also be a lot more expensive, and that's just not something I want to spend money on right now. And then down here I have a bunch of just extra candles, heating pad, Pilates mat, some workout stuff in there, and then down there I have just extra gift bags, tissue paper, all that stuff. Decluttering tip: reward yourself with plenty of fun drinks. Every time I do these days, I always wonder, how do I have so much stuff? There's just so much stuff that, I don't know, so much of that stuff in that closet in particular were things that I haven't had for a year or so. I will say with our furniture, I'm really thankful that a lot of the pieces that we have in our home right now are pieces that I plan to have for years and years and years. Once we moved into this house that we're renting, we really tried to be selective about what we brought in, you know, only buy things that are going to be nice quality. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy things new. You can get a lot of things secondhand that are great quality from Facebook Marketplace, but I don't want to have things that are just gonna fall apart. I'm gonna have some playtime with Connor here, and then Aiden's gonna take him for a walk, and I'll probably finish up the last places that I want to check off the list. It's about 4 o'clock right now. This is our box for our fall decor that I have, but I'm gonna put this runner in here because this is just a piece that I'll switch it out once the season's over. That's just been sitting about, so we're gonna put that in a place. And then emptying out that utility closet, I found this container, and I'm gonna put our Snuggle Me for a future baby, and then this blanket I'm just gonna store in here too for now. I found this. I forgot that I had this back when Connor was a newborn. The Sleepy Troll. Essentially, you put this on your stroller and it shakes the stroller and rocks it. So if your baby falls asleep in the stroller, it stays rocking, which is crazy, but this is so expensive. And I just remember this showed up at my house one day, and I have no idea who sent this to me. I don't think it was a PR gift or something, but I didn't have it on my baby registry. I forgot that I had this though, so definitely gonna save that. And then I also found this bag of Christmas pillows that I'm also gonna store in the garage. Now moving on to the backyard. Sorry, it's a little bit noisy out here. I should have done this earlier because it's a little bit toasty now. Essentially, we have a bunch of things over here where I don't know if anyone else's husband is like this, but sometimes Aiden gets really into things, and he was in his golf era for a little bit. He had all this stuff to kind of practice putting and all that stuff in our backyard, but he has not used it in a while, so I am gonna put it over in this little container that we have on the side of our house. We also have a bunch of stuff that we're supposed to help with mosquitoes because we always had really bad mosquitoes here in the backyard, but I'm gonna try to store that stuff away too because we're not using it. I also have some drying racks from when we didn't have a dryer, just a lot of things out here that I want to start cleaning up, so next week we can make it really pretty out here. Gonna pop this outdoor blanket that we use in the wash. While they're still gone, I am gonna go through this little shelf system, which I love. It's from Facebook Marketplace. It always bothers me in the back of my videos because it's kind of my catch-all as well right now. And it's kind of just my little collection of little things that I love. Not necessarily get rid of things, but just shift it to not have so many things. I'm not really reading half these books on here, so. These are the books that I kept on here. I have Connor's baby book, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. That's my favorite book. Parenting book that I often reread because I really like that one. And then most of these are Bibles or devotionals that I like to go through regularly. Just my kind of favorite books right there. Wow, I am very much tired. After such a big decluttering day, I like to go through and just do a good thorough vacuum because you just bring up so much dust when you're going through old stuff. So we're gonna do that so we can finish the night with a clean house that just feels clutter-free. Not entirely, but we did a pretty good job at everything today. I'm feeling really, really accomplished. Productive day. It feels so good. It is so nice outside right now. I don't know if you can hear like the cicadas. There's the prettiest sunset. Just showered, about to scroll Pinterest. I think we're gonna watch the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That's kind of what I was feeling, and tonight's my night to pick, so it sounds pretty good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you some decluttering inspiration. Again, it's just such a nice feeling to do this once a season, just kind of starting a new season with only the things that you really need and make the most of it. Find a good podcast to listen to, find helpful YouTube videos, and just romanticize doing things like this. But again, I will have Armra colostrum down below if you guys want to check them out. You can use my code Michelle Reed to get 15% off if you are a first-time customer. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.